Check this out, guys. Nearly all of the lawmakers who co-sponsored a bill to raise the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour hire unpaid interns to staff their offices. Unpaid interns. I guess Washington, D.C. is the only place on the planet where hypocrisy is seen as a virtue. You guys like and share this video.
Unfortunately, we all need to remind ourselves from time to time that some of the most despicable humans on this planet are used car salesmen and resource-exhausting political parasites. And don't worry, if we don't remember to remind ourselves, well, they'll be there to remind us. But neither of these can be trusted, and you can always expect that you will be the one to get the gnarly end of the deal. A report from the Employment Policies Institute reveals that 174 of the minimum wage bill's 184 co-sponsors, or 95%, hire interns who are paid absolutely nothing. And it's a little bit hypocritical to rally for a $15 minimum wage when these lawmakers don't pay their own entry-level employees 1 red cent. Last month, the Congressional Progressive Caucus introduced the legislation to more than double the minimum wage, to counter what lawmakers see as wage inequality amid a higher standard of living. And we all know that when government gets involved, things get better, right?
I've always felt the 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
The Institute called the offices of House and Senate members and also checked congressional websites to determine intern compensation. The study counted members of Congress who advertised a limited number of stipend positions as having paid interns, even if they also used unpaid interns. So the 95% figure is conservative. Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont, a leading voice in the calls for $15 minimum wage, is the only senator to offer an hourly wage to interns. But Sanders' office only offers $12 an hour while he proposes $15 an hour in the private sector.
Today, we send a very loud and clear message to the United States Congress, to the President of the United States, and to corporate America. And that is, all of our workers from coast to coast need at least $15 an hour.
The curious thing is that progressive lawmakers will argue that paying interns more will limit the number of available opportunities, but they don't seem to recognize this same concern in the private sector. But why should we expect anything less than premium hypocrisy pouring from the halls of Washington's District of Criminals? As employers, members of Congress fully understand that paying higher wages means that they will hire fewer workers. But these same members support harmful labor legislation with rhetoric that runs 180 degrees against the truth proved by their own experience. And what would this hypocritical minimum wage do? Studies over the years have found that increasing the minimum wage has an adverse effect on employment, particularly for low-skilled workers who are supposed to be helped the most. One survey concluded that 2/3 of the newer studies on minimum wage and 85% of the most convincing studies found consistent evidence that increasing the minimum wage leads to job loss for low-skilled workers. Mountains of research has shown that a raise in the minimum wage decreases employment opportunity for 2 reasons. First, employers tend to invest in other human-replacing equipment or capital when low-skilled labor becomes more expensive. And the second, as wages increase, employers are forced to charge their customers more, which leads to less demand. Studies have also shown that when the cost of low-skilled labor increases, employers are more likely to hire higher-skilled labor and fewer low-skilled workers. So we have politicians who are providing us with a picture of what will happen when their policy is fully put into action. And still they continue to slam the pedal to the metal as they direct us toward another fiscal cliff. Let the world know your thoughts about this in the comments section below. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe and notification button and you'll be alerted when I upload new content. YouTube demonetizes my videos, so I'm fan funded. If you want to support the work I do here, there's a PayPal and Patreon link below. Today's featured shirt of the day is McDeath's. Eat fast, die young. I can't tell you how many great conversations and cool people I've met because of this shirt. It definitely gets a bunch of double takes. I'll see you guys in the next video.